Welcome back everybody to Boats vs. Haulover, where me and Machine typically take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, but today we are visiting our cousin to the north, Boca Inlet. Gonna be an interesting one. We've got a heavy outgoing tide right now. Gonna be interesting to see how our captains fare as they step in the ring, try and battle the inlet in the wake of some of the other boats we'll see come through. But let's go ahead and get our contest started and we'll move into the first round. And here in the first round of our contest, we're going to feature a bayliner stepping into the ring, trying to do battle with Boyton, and no. This is a big no. I mean, we've only got a couple rules on this channel. You can't stuff the bow, you can't have kids in the bow of the boat without a life jacket on. Those are auto losses. We might have to invent a new rule for this one because no, I don't care if they make it through. This is a loss. You don't do this. I mean, our crew looks like they're going to make it just fine. I don't see any boats that they're going to have to contend with the wake here at the worst of it. There are a few boats coming in later down, but we're going to miss that shot. Hopefully my man's able to hang on and not take too bad of a ride, but this one's a loss, and Boyton's going to take the win in the first round. And that'll bring us to the second round of our contest, where we're going to feature a Key West stepping in the ring, and here we go. Throttles down. Let's see how our crew does as they try and make their way through the inlet. And here's where it starts to get a little tricky, where they start to get to the standing wave here in Boyton. They make it through the first section. Let's see how they do here in the second spot. Oh no, Cap almost goes down. He almost ate it. He slid right here. He actually got lucky somebody was next to him. I think if she wasn't there, he was going to the floor. This is a tough call, but I think he got lucky, which means I'm going to give Boyton the win in this round too. And Boyton goes up 2-0 early, but we've got an Invincible stepping into the ring for the third round. No way they take a loss. And oh my, things have gone wrong. I thought we were going to see an Invincible just storming through the inlet, but they lost power, and now my man is at the mercy of the inlet. Fortunately, right now, the tide has calmed down. We're in more of a slack tide than we were a little earlier. He would have been in big trouble then. We'll see how he pulls out now. So our guy is just trying to keep off the wall. Anything he can do to save his pretty boat. I mean, if he'd have caught this a little earlier, he probably could have dropped anchor, but I don't recommend doing that here either. I mean, there's definitely cables, lines, piping probably running underneath Boyton Inlet. And it's a busy, heavy traffic area, but I'm assuming he's going to try and get this started. So no success on trying to get this thing rolling. And our guy can do nothing but just sit here and wait and hope somebody comes by that's willing to give him a pull. So finally somebody's coming out of the inlet. My man's trying to flag him down. And there we go. He's asking if he can be towed in. Typically, I'm not a fan of towing other boats. And when I say that, just too many things can go wrong when you do it. But in this situation, I do feel there's enough imminent danger for this guy and his boat that it's probably worth the effort here. Typically, I would tell you if somebody's in a safe spot, leave them, let the pros do it, hang out, wait maybe for the pros. But in this spot, get a line on them. Let's get them out of there. And our crew's going to back down and do what they can to try and get him towed out. This is one of the reasons why I don't like telling people to tow. I can tell already by the lines both these guys are holding, they just don't have the proper equipment to do this. Oh, heads up. See that? It's way too short. You risk that line snapping and coming back at somebody with it being this short. Really what they should have done was use the other line she had in her hand to extend this line to give them a much longer tow line. And our guy came by here. He's going to kick a little wake, which is going to push this boat back into the wall. Here we go again. Cap's having to pull off as our tow's beginning. But the Good Samaritan's going to get him the save, it looks like. But Boyton's going to take the win, which means Boyton takes the sweep. Boyton had 3 wins in a row. And Boyton takes the win in this episode. But as I mentioned, that tow line's too short. Be careful as you're doing it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we've got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens in the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.